stories that are coming in. There's been a mass exodus in Goa Congress. 8 Congress MLAs, including the former Chief Minister Digambar Kamath and leader of opposition Michael Lobo, have reached Goa Legislative Assembly to join the BJP. Congress now has just 3 MLAs. This is the latest we are bringing to you in Breaking Inputs. The mass exodus in Goa Congress is now underway. 8 Congress MLAs, including the former Chief Minister of Goa, Digambar Kamath, and leader of opposition Michael Lobo, have reached the Goa Legislative Assembly to join the BJP. Remember, it's Operation Lotus that the opposition has been alleging, which they claim the BJP is currently carrying throughout the country. It seems like Goa could be up next, as Congress now has just 3 MLAs left. It, of course, is going to be a massive setback for the Congress party at a time when Rahul Gandhi is on with his Bharat Jodo Yatra in South. It seems that his attention or focus in the southern states has cost the state of Goa as far as the Congress party is concerned, because this is the latest. We are now learning that 8 Goa MLAs, which also include former Chief Minister Digambar Kamath and leader of opposition Michael Lobo, have now joined the BJP. They have reached the Goa Legislative Assembly to join the BJP. This is what reports are now indicating, and that also leaves Congress with only 3 MLAs. Will Congress party be able to rescue itself from the debacle that could take place in Goa is the question that we are going to probe further. Remember, Maharashtra is one of the latest examples of the way Congress, we've seen, lose foothold in Maharashtra. For more details, let's quickly go across to Pallavi Ghosh on the phone line. Pallavi, what is the latest that you're learning as far as Goa is concerned?
So what we are knowing is that Digambar Kamath, along with at least 6 to 7 MLAs, are going to be joining the BJP officially today in a short while from now. In fact, there were murmurs and speculations about it long time back. If you remember the Goa Assembly, which had been called, it was at that point of time speculated that Digambar Kamath is going to be leaving the Congress party along and join the BJP along with a couple of other MLAs. At that point of time, he had completely rejected that speculation, but that seems to be coming true now. Now, what does it really mean? Of course, once again, yet another setback. The Congress party is going to be reduced to a very small number over there, likely to be left with only 3 to 4 MLAs in Goa. And the second important thing I would say, Akanksha, it's right in the middle of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And this is exactly what we have been talking about. The biggest challenge for the Congress party remains how to remain united, how to not face these kind of setbacks. We know that the Yatra took place immediately after Ghulam Nabi Azad left the Congress party, and that was a very bitter break which took place. Now, in the middle of this, as the Yatra reaches Kerala, completes a week, this will be seen as a huge setback and once again set forward the narrative that under Rahul Gandhi's leadership, the party is not able to stay together.
Also, Pallavi, whether it is Digambar Kamath or Michael Lobo, both these leaders have cost heavy to the Congress party, because remember, in July, the Congress was in fact even considering the disqualification.
Yes, absolutely. And not only that, just to step back a little bit more, during the Goa election, the Congress party was very, very gung-ho because they felt that they are going to be winning elections. And that's the reason when they had rejected any kind of a tie-up with the Trinamool Congress, because they said we can win on our own. But it was a setback for them because AAP won 2 of the MLAs. TMC, of course, was a complete no-show. The Congress party, in fact, filed a kind of a notice after that, as you were pointing about, once the results were out, about disqualification as well. But we see that the tables have now completely been turned on the Congress party. And this, of course, is something which is going to be very difficult for them, because it's going to have deep ramifications in Maharashtra, which is a neighboring state also. But more than that, the narrative starts building up. And this is exactly what many in the Congress party were fearing. Something like this should not happen in the middle of the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
In fact, Pallavi, I remember when Digambar Kamath was asked about his Delhi visit, which happened some days ago, he in fact said that I retire very hurt and I'll talk when I want to. Taking a cue from that statement, this of course brings us back to the entire discussion that's been going on for days, rather years now, about those deepening fault lines within the Congress party.
And many of the seniors actually feeling disenchanted. The lack of communication with the center leadership is something which they all talk about. Goa, particularly, I think, is a test case of where the Congress party often gets it wrong. I remember during the last elections, not this time round, but the last state elections, the Congress party was almost poised to form a government over there because they required those numbers. Vijay Sardesai was a person who was kept on waiting for that phone call to come in. Digvijay Singh, I remember, was in charge of Goa at that point of time. That phone call never came, and therefore they decided to go and support the BJP, and the rest is history. So Goa particularly would hurt the Congress party because this is something on hindsight, the Congress has often said that, lack of communication, no connection between the state as well as the central leadership often has its important political ramifications, and we are seeing exactly what is happening today.
All right, Pallavi, stay with us because I'm also joined in by Mr. Rashid Alvi of the Congress party. Mr. Alvi, these are two very senior leaders that we are looking at. A possible exit from your party, this indeed is shocking, and how this indeed is going to work against the ongoing narrative of your party that, the Gandhis don't have respect or time as far as the veterans within the party are concerned.
Actually, this is the proof that all agencies of our government, whether it is CBI or Income Tax Department or ED, are under the control of Bharatiya Janata Party. It is not happening in Maharashtra. Entire Shiv Sena has come out from the party and has formed its own party. So whether it is so simple, it has ever happened in this country, and it is happening everywhere in every
to say
state.
that they are being bought is going to be, I think it's a very weak argument being presented, considering it's not just a few, a minority of leaders. We are looking at the majority now step out, and it is an open secret that there is growing discontent within the party.
All the arguments of Congress, you will feel these are the weak arguments. But this is the truth. It is happening everywhere. It has happened in Goa. It has happened in Uttarakhand. It has happened in Madhya Pradesh. They wanted to do it even in Rajasthan. Everywhere. Whether this is the real Loktantra of this country, this is the democracy of this country. If we always say that BJP government is playing with the constitution and democracy of the country, and this is the proof. Why these MLAs are going to join BJP?
Exactly, that is the question. Why are Mr. Alvi?
Listen to me. Jitin Prasad joined Bharatiya Janata Party. Narendra Modi ji and meet him. What happened with Sanjay Singh from Amethi? What happened RPN Singh? What is the behavior of BJP? So why do you blame Congress party? It is happening. Those who are joining Bharatiya Janata Party, they are joining under pressure. Nothing else.
You're talking about senior leaders who have a standing on their own, and they're going to be joining under pressure. That argument again falls flat, Mr. Alvi. On that note, I'm sure there's somebody to support you on this newscast. I'm joined